What's good, family? Brethren. Trying to make this a quick video, man. Something I was thinking about. Since the beginning of time, when men warred against other men, the woman has always been his property. His children have always been his property. There's been a patriarchal construct. The man has always been the head. And it was always been looked upon the man to, when there's difficulty, you protect your family. You're not just no protection, but you are also the guide. The old man, the old patriarch, Abraham, Isaac, Israel. Old men got respect. Even growing up, this older, the dude, alcoholic, always had a beer in his hand. Always. I ever remember him. But we still show respect. Yeah, we crack jokes later on, but for the most part, we always show respect because he was an older dude. You know what I mean? He had his vices and, stuff like that. But the thing is, he's an old dude, and we could probably get some knowledge and gain from this dude. That's what I got from older dude. In general, unless they showed themselves disrespectful and all that. But we had a general respect for older men. But in the patriarchal construct, excuse the fireworks and stuff in the background, but it's always been primary. That might be a gunshot. Nah, it's fireworks. Anyways, it's always been primarily a patriarchal construct. So I was thinking about, anyways, in my feed, your what do you call it, algorithm or whatever. Maybe I've been noticing this whole thing where women are trying to promote themselves. Tell me if y'all seen this too. But promote themselves as farm girls. Like chicks acting like they know how to do farm work and labor. I'm like, why? And that even popped up in my Facebook feed. I'm like, why is this crap popping up? And I'm thinking, because women, pretty much go with what is popular and stuff. And number two, they're survivalists. And they see, in the mainstream media now, they're talking about nuclear war and Russia's threatening. America is sending funds to Ukraine to fight Russia. But more specifically, in the last day or so, it's been a Russian has placed nukes on the front line, area. Yo, you don't want this work. America, get out of this war. But America gonna push it because the goal is to push the World War III. I'm gonna see it de-escalating. The assassination of can't technically call it. I'll say the Iranian president's untimely demise, right? Coincidental untimely demise, let's just call it that, by the Israeli, whoever did it. Maybe it was just they ran out of gas, right? The helicopter, this is a very high escalation, man. And if you look, even in scripture, you read in Micah 7, they talk about that Babylon is going to be, which is America, basically going to be attacked by the Assyrians. Iran is the Persians. So that tells you it's a lot of pieces to the puzzle. My point is that, keeping this on topic, women is leeches, parasites, and in general, they're survivalists, independents. And there's nothing wrong with her being a dependent. The problem is, like I said, when women is in this culture that empowers them, state-sponsored delusion matrix that's structured for these women, they don't no longer have to live in their natural state of being, which is being a dependent and a servant and a helper, of men, of their husband. That's their natural state of being. Women without, a governmental setting, without the hookups you know what I mean, of the system would be just like the refugee chicks in Gaza, the refugee chicks in Ukraine. They ain't strong and independent. They ain't talking, I'm strong and independent, INDIE. Where do the independent bitches at in Gaza, where they husbands getting slaughtered, and in Ukraine, where they want husbands getting slaughtered, hundreds of thousands. Where these independent women at? They don't exist. When real pressure is applied, that bullcrap don't exist no more. So, as I said, from the beginning of time, since mankind has been warring against each other, one man will come in and slaughter the other group of men, take the booty, take the women. The women are the booty. Well, the booty equals the treasure or the prizes that's left behind after you win the war. You go in there, you slaughter, you tell, oh, they got gold, oh, they got this, they got a nice TV, you know what I mean? Nowadays, whatever they got, that's called the booty. The women and the children, they'll be serving slaves, or if they decide to, delete a certain amount of that's war. During times of war, that strong, independent, feminist stuff, poof, don't exist. And so what I see with this soft girl era, what I see with this, I guess you call it, farm girl era, it's all a chameleon okie doke. It's a chameleon okie doke. And number 3 with this trad wives thing, and number 4 with this, what do you call it? Basically, women in the red pill space, pro-male space, manosphere, you know what I mean? All this is all chameleon okie doke. You know what I mean? It's all a response to many of these women ain't stupid. They survivalists. They gotta survive. So they're like, all right, let's just pivot to something else. Let's throw that feminism stuff away. Women against feminism. All right, yeah, okay. That's all a chameleon pivot. That's all they doing. The farm girl. I'm like, wow, these things popping up. Like women are trying. Basically, what I'm saying is that what I perceive is that women are trying to. Some women, I don't know how big the movement is or whatever. The farm girl movement, trying to show that they're on the farm with chickens. It was literally just a video that popped up just now. I just thought about this. I was about to do this video of a video of this chick on like a farm taking care of her ducks and chickens and stuff. And so it's like, why is this stuff popping up? And so I'm like, no, man, let me do a video on this because I've been thinking about this for some time. I said, this ain't nothing but an okie doke pivot of feminist women trying to rebrand themselves as useful now. Oh, I'm a farm girl. Farm girl is in. Right now, being on the farm and being helpful and stuff and being able to do stuff. So like basically doing what like say foreign women do regularly, like, helping out the family, being on the farm, the homestead, stuff that regular foreign women do regularly. A Filipino chick, they know how to do. Again, you got the city chicks in any country and whatever. City chicks really, they usually don't have skills like that because they live in a city primarily. But I just look at this, see, for the brothers that have eyes to see, I just see it as an okie doke. Women are just trying to rebrand themselves, trying to distance themselves from feminism. And it's like, yeah, it's a good thing, but it's not my problem. These Western and American women have lived, more so than anybody, American woman has lived lavishly. She's got men destroyed. She's destroyed babies. She's destroyed herself. And now she's just trying to do the okie doke pivot into the soft girl era, or the okie doke pivot, chameleon pivot into the barn girl era. You know what I mean? Or the trad wife. This is just okie doke. Where they been all this time? They've been on a carousel getting pumped and ran through. And now they're like, oh, shoot, it's literal nuclear war they talking about. We're going to need our men. Now, I'm not going to really, it is what it is. But these women are going to do this. They're going to pivot and they're going to try to clean themselves up and act right all of a sudden. You know what I mean? They're going to do what they're going to do. I'm just telling you about the okie doke that's being laid before us. So don't be like, oh, yeah. Because you might be getting more attention. Look, man, brother, as these women lives crumble, they see these immigrants coming over They see these immigrants coming over, borders wide open. They coming over into America, getting $9,000. A lot of them getting Section 8. I'm like, dude, that's all you need. Undocumented illegal immigrants able to just come up in this bitch and live. From the Ukraine. I met I think she was from Mexico. I can't really tell what country she was from. But I asked her how old she was. I learned I know a little tiny bit of Spanish. And she was like, she told me her age and her name was Macaria, something like that. I was like, okay. I was trying to remember, but whatever, I'll see you later. Yeah, she worked at this grocery store. She's a cute little, tight, compact little Hispanic chick. And these chicks just come, I mean, it's a lot more of these immigrants coming over. Some of them look shady. I'm like, people I ain't never seen in the hood before. So I'm like, these regular, white women and black women, and it was a black chick while I was talking to my what was her name? Mahitra, something, I forgot her name. Like Maria, basically. And it was some black chick right in the aisle, all of a sudden with her kid. And I'm up here talking to the Hispanic chick. She was 18, fresh, small, petite, tight body. And she's smiling, big teeth. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. So, she worked there, so I was just making conversation and, playing it off. Because I wasn't hitting on it. I was just talking to her, hey, años tienes, meaning how old are you? Something like that. Años means age, I think. And she was like, 18. I said, oh, yeah, sí, no problema. Todo bien, baby. Adios, amiga. See you later. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't want to be hitting on chicks. I was just curious because the chick was real good looking. They had her sweeping the floor. I'm like, dang, this could be somebody's wife. And she'd be here long enough, some simp, sucker, lame is going to grab it up, wife it up, and make it a citizen. Thus putting his resources in jeopardy. Whatever, man. But my point is, good-looking chick, foreign chick, inserted here in the United States. These black women and white women, they can't compete with these good-looking foreign chicks coming over here, man. So plus they're hearing about the nuclear stuff, then like I said, the women coming over here from different countries, the Ukraine women, tight body, they flee at Ukraine, man, bruh. The population of Ukraine has been decimated. There's a lot of dead people in Ukraine. And a lot of the women is coming to, of course, Western Europe, but they coming to the United States to get that 9K. And these are gorgeous model-looking chicks, a lot of them. I've seen more Hispanics where I live. But there's been a lot of Ukrainian women. There's a lot of men getting killed. But see, the Ukrainian women Eastern European women is used to war. And it's kind of crazy. Because war means that a lot of your men go get slaughtered, which means a lot of the women go be without husbands, which means the women go have to compete, and which means they're going to be in better shape and better looking and bring more to the table. Automatically, what American women already should have been bringing. I'm a barn girl. I have utility. Look, I can do this. I can do that. I can cook. I can clean. I can water. Water the animals, and I can, help draw water from the well, and I can plant seeds. Where these bitches all of a sudden can do this stuff all of a sudden, And maybe it's just, like I said, maybe it's just my feed or algorithm or something. But I've been noticing a lot of. I'm like, I don't even look this stuff up. I don't look up farm. I look up animal documentaries and stuff, but I don't look up barn chicks doing. I don't really care about that. Maybe it's just my algorithm and stuff. I like YouTube, or maybe it is popular. I don't know. Y'all tell me. But the okie doke is definitely popular. Women trying to pivot, all of us, American women trying to pivot away from feminism. They ain't pivoting away from being a whore. They still want to ride the cock carousel. They ain't pivoting. So that's all feminism. Feminism equals whoredom. So they ain't fully pivoting, but they try to flip it and do the soft girl era stuff and flip it and try to do the trad wife stuff. All of a sudden, now I got a apron on and I'm Miss Susie in the women are like master chameleons, man. Like you can see a chick that like you look at, oh, this is a cute little average white chick, you know, compact looking, in shape. She cute. This bro got 200 bodies, bro. You understand me? And got an OnlyFans. You're like, whoa! I done seen this stuff too much, man. There's a girl next door, man. She knocking on 300 bodies, man. And you're like, wow, this chick's only like 23, you know, 25. This could be somebody's wife, but instead she is the community's wife. She is the community's porta potty. That's what America produces, a bunch of porta potty chicks who defile themselves and then rewrap themselves as decent chicks to be presented to simps so that the simps can wife them up. So just something I was thinking about when I see this, you know, just something I was thinking about the whole barn. Maybe this ain't the thing. Maybe it's just my algorithm. Y'all tell me, because I'm interested. Because I know when you search certain things and they have a certain algorithm program or whatever that show you certain things that you probably be interested, you know, which makes sense. But I haven't been searching no barn girl stuff, like, you know, searching for chicks, you know, doing utility stuff at the, man, I don't know, maybe it just plugged me in or something. Y'all tell me what y'all think. But I think my own thought is I think it's similar to the soft girl era and the trad wife era and the women all of a sudden in male spaces. I agree with, what's her name, Candace Owens and Pearl and all these people. Like, what motivation? Come on, man. But, I mean, it's still, like I said, I don't got a problem with it because women are survivalists. But I have a problem with men getting bamboozled by the okie doke. And that's why I just want to inform you, brother. Because it's just the okie doke. You know, I mean, you know, hey man, if a chick repent and all that, she humble down. I mean, it is what it is. But my whole thing is don't be like, see, there are what they call a nuance. Not all women are like that. Yeah, she's a nuance. She never do that. Look, she's clean. She's put that behind her. Like, come on, man. Don't be Russell Wilson, bro. The favor is going to come to us men, man. You know what I mean? The favor, it's supposed to, because, see, it's like when war and difficulty arises, it's like feminism is like a glass that just be broken. You know what I mean? Like, it's only held up because of the construct. You know what I mean? So because the construct is really starting to diminish, I mean, when I look at it, I'm trying to view this from a woman's perspective in this respect. She sees America as, women generally see America as the place of power where they can make this money and they can be a feminist whore and do whatever the heck they want to do. And many of these women, I mean, dang, bro, many of these women have lived entire lives. Think of it from a woman's perspective. The American woman, she's lived an entire life never being under male authority. So when I'm thinking about the patriarchal construct, this ain't it. America's not no patriarchy. Think about what I'm saying, bro. These women have lived their entire lives never being under, many of them not having a father. If they had a father, the mother was dominant over the father. He was like one of the king of hearts on Alice in Wonderland. We all got to look that up. Y'all will see what I'm saying. The king of hearts on Alice in Wonderland, like cartoon. He was a small, mediocre, elf-looking dude, midget, and his wife was all big and bulky. Karen, you know what I mean? She was a big Karen, big loudmouth Karen, you know what I mean? That's how a lot of American men are. Beat up, destroyed, wounded by the culture, wounded by the laws. And so these women, they're not that stupid where they can't see, oh, shoot, yeah, our power is diminishing. Number one, they see many, I got to give them credit. Okay, they got to, I'm giving them too much credit. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm giving too much credit. They can see the Russian and the nuclear talks in the news. Number two, they see the foreign women coming over here in America. and they see that they absolutely cannot compete with these women. Number three, they can see a bumbling idiot, Sleepy Joe, you know what I mean, as the president of the country. And like, wow, this doesn't exude power anymore. So all these different factors probably trigger her mind like, oh boy. Then they hear about the war in Ukraine, you know what I mean, then the war in Gaza. I'm just giving them extra credit. Maybe don't hear about this stuff. And then number 4 or 5, they seeing the prices of food and stuff go up. So women, their life and position of ease in America is greatly, greatly diminishing. Many of them just so bullheaded. Karens and the Keishas and idiots will never really realize what it is until it become what it is. And they fully manifest, and they fully see it manifest in front of their stupid faces. But other than that, a lot of women who have common sense are trying to gravitate toward men and like trying to do the okie doke. All I'm saying, look, if you decide to bring these hoes into your life, or these trad wives or trad kind, you know, women who have flipped, or these barn wives or whatever, or what do you, the soft girl, you decide to bring one of these chicks in your life, reformed women, make sure that she is up here simping on you. Because, you know, I think that it's going to get to the point where more of these women going to become more getting at brothers. See, I never been to Eastern Europe, and I ain't going there now. I was going to go to Europe probably next year, or 2024, this year, but it ain't happening. I have no desire to go to Europe, maybe Spain, that's it, at this point. But my point is, because there's a lot of wars going on, man. A lot of brothers talked over, every military brother, many military brother I talked to, you know, sitting at a bar drinking and stuff. And he's like, man, you got to go to Europe. Them chicks be hitting up on brothers, man. They be approaching you, you know what I mean? And most men in America don't experience that. Men in America a lot of times go up to some regular average chick, you know what I mean, and get rejected by some regular and below average chick. You're like, dang. So the whole concept of a man being in another country, a black man being in another country, and these women approaching them, you know what I mean? I ain't never experienced that to the degree till I went to Colombia, you know what I mean, in Ecuador, you know what I mean? And so I ain't never experienced harassment like that. It's fun. Like, yeah, I told you about the other few days ago, a week ago, that black chick was stalking me in a grocery store. I mean, yeah, that was cool, but this is not the quality woman I want in my life. You're a black single mother. Yeah, you look good, but you ain't relevant. You're a black American single mother. I don't like single mothers. Not for no relationship purposes. And I don't want to be around nobody else's children. It's not my kid. I like being around my kids, but I don't like being around them all the time. So what I want to spend my time and energy trying to teach somebody else's kid, you know, just because I want to get with his mother. I don't know, man. Single mothers on my dating site, I got quite a few people that hit me up, females on the dating site, but I filter them out based on, she got kids, she go into this file over there. And I don't even respond to them. It's a bunch of them, man. But some of them good, some of them young, some of them fat, some of them ugly. Variety, you know. But my point is, you know, that's how it's supposed to be. The good, the bad, the ugly supposed to be coming up to you, approaching you. You think you need them Ukrainian men, the ones that's left, you think they got to be all, spitting that pimping game at some of these Ukrainian women? Them women flocking trying to find either to lead the country or to find a man, one that's alive, you know what I mean? One that ain't going to be drafted, you know what I mean? So that's how it's going to be here in America. You bet your bottom bippy. I don't know how soon, but when all this stuff culminates, because really we don't know who's coming over these borders. We don't know. These could be Iranians, all kind of Arabs. I mean, the border's wide open. You give them 9K, bro. Like, what up with the Negroes here in America? We gonna get some Ks. Like, where are reparations? You just handing out billions of dollars. I know them dollars fake. You know what I mean? But hey, let's use this little money. When we gonna get ours? You just hand out money to illegal immigrants like that. I'm like, yo, you know what? Forget this place, man. But my point is this. I think that the women perceive that there is a change happening, not just coming, but happening currently. And they're trying to pivot and do the chameleon okey doke. You see what I mean? So I'm saying this to you, brothers, beware of the okey doke. Beware that women trying to rebrand themselves, which say, it is what it is. But many women that wouldn't even talk to you before may, because of their circumstances have changed, may start approaching you. And a lot of men don't even get that kind of, approaching and attention from women. You know what I mean? So, I'm just telling you, hey, it's very likely going to happen. But the point is, you got to be real. It's kind of like a switch, a switch that's going to probably take place. You're going to have men, many of us ain't really getting women like that. And then you're going to have some kind of switch occur. Those same men is going to be getting more approach over and over by different women. You're like, whoa, what's this? Things more so maneuvering the way they supposed to be, which is women simping on men. So that's something I was thinking about, man. That's something I was thinking about. Some black chick the other day stopped me and started talking to me. Fat black chick. You know what I mean? This and that. And, but, like, fat. But the point is, somebody would probably, she'd be somebody's top choice. Some dude would probably be simping and ready to kill for her. You know what I mean? These niggas, dudes like that is going to be the ones deleted. Like, I did a video on, what was that, man? Pookie and Ray Ray or something like that. Them kind of dudes, because they going to do what she tell them to do. So she going to tell them go out when the wars and all this stuff start happening. She's going to send these dumb dudes out there. But these women recognize, a lot of brothers about to start getting recognized, I think. And, because, that's just what, they got the dudes that can just flip and this and that. But then you got real men, brothers like us and stuff, that, women is parasites primarily. They know the difference in men. They don't understand different personality traits. This, that type of dude. Oh, okay, he's a weak man. He's strong. Women, their whole survival depends upon their capabilities of perceiving men and taking advantage of certain men. Their whole existence is this. This is why they dress with tight clothes and all of this type of stuff, to appeal to men's sexual desire for them. Because from men's sexual desire for them, then the woman is able to slide into certain positions, get certain benefits, get certain protections. So once she loses that sexual desire, you know what I mean? The men really, she's an old cat lady, she a dog lady. So, she become less desirable, And if she's smart, she'll pivot and try to be more feminine and accommodating. And, you lose your youth. You got to pivot some other kind of way, you know what I mean? But it's always some bottom feeder fish dudes who will scrape the beat up remains at the bottom of the fishing bowl, you know what I mean? At the bottom of the aquarium, you got them them bottom feeder fish with the suction cup lips, and they connect to the glass and stuff. Those are bottom feeders. They eat the feces of the other fish. They eat the dead stuff, and those are your simps, your lames. You know what I mean? Your what do you call them? The guys, the cleanup man. They're literally the cleanup man. They're the cleanup fish. Suction cup lips, clean up the beat up remains. Everybody done ran the train on this chick, and now these are the dudes cleaning up the sheets, you know what I mean? And these are maintenance, the room maintenance, what do you call them? The people that clean up the room in the hotel, you know what I mean? There's this dude, he coming, this chick done got ran through by 5 dudes last night. He come clean the sheets. Your Russell Wilsons and your simps that come along and pick these hoes up and wife them up and take them seriously and take care of their kid. You know what I mean? They use a clean up suction cup dude, dude fish at the end of the rainbow. Nice guys. The dudes that come on and clean them sheets. Not bad. The dudes that clean the sheets, after everybody else done got them cheeks, man. What a horrible job, man. There's a whole bunch of dirty stuff been done in the motels, man. The guy who cleans out the porta potty, you know what I mean? That's a horrible job, you know what I mean? The dude, the porta potty at the doggone park, man, that's a horrible job, man. It's like, hey, man, somebody got to do the job. Somebody got to be, your Russell Wilson type dude and clean up the remains. Somebody got to take care of all these kids. I remember that black chick that was on the system, Section 8 and all that. She was like, she had like, how many kids is on? She had a bunch of kids, like 8 kids or something. I forgot how many kids. But she was a baby production facility. But she said, somebody got to help me take care of all these kids. That's a suction cup nigga got to come along and clean up the beat up remains, man. Somebody wipe that up. That's a good man right here. He stood up. He stood up and help and take a tribe, a village to raise a child. No, it take you to, dude you lay with to take care of the kid. Anyways, man, as America continues to fall, just like Joe Biden continues to fall. These women, they like, okay, they started to get shook. So now they trying to pivot. Instead of being humble and be like, they just trying to pivot. Be like, no, I can cook, I can clean, I can do all that. Those women over there, not me. Those women over there, that feminist stuff, that's them. I don't know. What is feminist? How you spell that? What is feminist? Right? So that's just my thing, man. I think brothers need to be aware of the possible okie doke. Women who have been decent women, because remember, man, when things get rough, women are chameleons. They change their behavior all of a sudden. So it'd be hard to kind of differentiate who is a decent woman and who ain't. So it's kind of like you got to be aware about what woman you bring into your life. If you know she got to check her past and you don't care, and she's serving, bowing out, kissing your feet, rubbing your back, rubbing your feet, humble. Hey, just take her as a concubine. This chick, she, long she ain't got no man, all that. And she serve your purposes and relieve your stresses, so be it. But don't be like, this is my woman, she'll never leave, and be like, captivated. And like, dude, this is just a chick that's pivoting, and maybe she got her mind right. She can foresee that things getting rough, so she got a little common sense, and she's trying to link up with a real dude, whether you're rich, poor, or in between, whatever. All them 6-figure standards, all that stuff is when women is at their ease, like here in America. Women in Ukraine, women in Gaza, women in other countries, they not on that, 6-figure stuff for the most part. They on survival mode, they cooking, cleaning, they doing basic female stuff, bro. Basic female stuff is to be a barn girl or a barn helper wife or whatever, trad wife. That ain't nothing extra. That ain't nothing extra, bro. We just been deprived of regular femininity from women. Women ain't been in a proper role here in America. So men in general, they get a chick to rub their back or rub their feet. Men, we like, oh, shoot. Or go to Thailand or Philippines, woman cooking. I do these for you, okay. And you're like, oh, shoot. Chick with her own feminine hair and she's in shape. She's a 7 or 8 and she look real good. You're like, whoa. Oh, shit. Then you got to watch out for the whole thing of, the whole mentality of desperation. So you come to another country. So that's why a lot of them say, I ain't been to the Philippines yet, but a lot of people say when you come to the Philippines, a lot of them women, if they know you American or whatever, they be putting on extra and extra. Try to lock you down, and get you away from the other women. Basically, they be simping because they want you to get all linked in and concerned and give them all your attention. So whereas here in America, you might not get attention from one woman in 5 years. You know what I mean? So it's you gotta be careful, man. And you got be careful of if you go overseas, it's gonna be a culture shock. But also, in addition to that, be aware that a lot of these women here locally gonna start flipping. You probably have this problem more than if you don't stay here. Obviously, you're gonna have the problem likely of women flipping and trying to re-present themselves, right, differently. So I'm clean now. She got 300-400 bodies, but I'm clean now. 25 years old, 300 bodies, but hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Sex, what's that? Anyways, my thoughts, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. Maybe just my algorithm that I've been running into or whatever, but tell me what y'all think about it. Hope y'all been empowered by this video. And if you want to share the video and like the video and support the channel, you can use the CashApp link in the description. And if you want to email me, you can use the email in the description as well. I wish you brothers the best. Peace.